Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my last rant on Married at First Sight, season 15, season finale, part 2. I'm so glad this show is over. I don't know what to do.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now, you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties that way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. Oh my goodness. This is your first time being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family, one of the best kept secrets on the YT. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Y'all, I'm so glad that this season is over. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so glad it's over. Yes, it's over. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Well, my little gospel music came on. Up. Don't know why that happened. Hope I don't get no flag. That's why I be trying to have this off, okay? So anyway, y'all, this season is over and I'm absolutely happy about it. The reunion part 2 to me, in my opinion, was boring as okay. It is boring. Or was boring. It was the same old, in my opinion, but there's a few little things that we're going to talk about to wrap this season up. So, as we all know, like any show, right? Wait a minute. Two couples stayed together, and that was Nate and Stacia and Lindy and Miguel. The rest of the couples did not stay together. And so they had, you know, they picked up this episode with what they was doing on last episode, right? And that was having a conversation with Alexis and Justin. And I thought it was so a waste of my time. I don't know what happened to Justin, whether or not he had an opportunity to look at fan comments or what it was before he came out there. But he really came out there with a serious chip on his shoulder. And in my opinion, he just wanted to drag everybody, not take responsibility for anything that he has done. And he wanted to come off as if everybody wanted him. So he was indicating that Alexis had came to his apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning or the wee hours of the morning for a, D call. I don't believe any of us believe that. And I'm going to say why I don't believe that we believe that, or why any of us should believe that, or anybody in this world should believe it. She didn't want the D when she was with the D. Now, he comes out and indicates that the two of them consummated their marriage. First of all, he couldn't even pronounce it all season. But he wants us to believe that they did something during the honeymoon. He says they consummated it. She sounded like she was, ooh, oh, I love you so. Never, ever gonna let you go. Once I get my hands on you. Ooh, boy, you a whole lot. Okay? None of us believed it at all. Just a whole lie and a half. He says that they consummated the marriage. She said they didn't. She said, but she gonna go along with what he was saying there. And I'm saying, how could this couple? It's almost as if they wasn't living in the same place. He said she came and knocked on the door. She said she didn't. He said that she wanted him. She said she didn't. He said that Nate wanted him and was flirting at him. And Nate said he didn't. So I'm saying, how is this benefiting Justin? In my opinion, it made him look worse than. She doesn't want anything to do with him anymore whatsoever. And they're going back and forth about who was wrong, who was right, who was whatever. So Alexis is saying that she did everything in her power to stay in this relationship with Justin. She said she, had to take on that masculine energy in order to deal with him, or that mother energy, because he was such a crybaby. And I truly believe that he was. Because every time we saw Justin, he was crying. So they brought the brother and the sister out. And they asked, as we all know, during the time when, the couples, they go through the pre-marriage stuff, and we meet the family and the friends, and they're going to get the tuxedos and doing all of that kind of stuff. We had met the brother, and the brother was saying he did not believe that Justin was ready for this. And Justin was like, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm ready for this relationship. Nickname Petty Rat, give a dog a bone. So, of course, they brought that brother out, and then they brought out her sister, who was beautiful, by the way. That hairstyle she had, I took a picture of it because I want somebody to do my hair like that. I absolutely loved it. I don't know if that was an Afro puff, and if it was a full wig and they cornrowed it, but girlfriend was looking like Wakanda. The outfit was pretty. Like, they are absolutely some beautiful women. But that sister took the case. She was absolutely gorgeous. Gorge. So the two of them were just saying how they thought that, it was a good, that they were both good people, but that Justin was just too much of a crybaby. He took too much energy out of Alexis for her to even be in in a relationship with him. Then they asked about the dog, about Milo, and asked where he was. And of course, Justin went back and got him. They asked the brother, did you feel like when he sacrificed the dog for the marriage that he was doing the right thing? And the brother was like, hell no, he wasn't, because there was going to be resentment, which is what I was talking about. And so Justin now admits that he regretted it. He wished he had not have done it. And that it did cause resentment that he wasn't able to fuss up to. But we all had already saw it. We saw it all. We knew exactly what was going on. Wasn't none of us blind to the fact that he resented her. None of us was. We all saw it. We all knew that it was going down. Like, are you serious? We all knew what was going on, and as I said in my review, I believe he sabotaged it because he wanted Alexis to say no. And Alexis said, I'm not saying yes to forever, I'm just saying yes to time. But he didn't even want that because he wanted his dog back. And anybody who has a dog know that that's like giving away a child. That's how close you get with your animals. Even though sometimes they could be naggy as hell, they still your kids at the end of the day. And nobody wants to forfeit their animal for a relationship. Especially when you're looking at her dog every day. And Alexis knew it. The both of them knew it, but they went through the process anyway. Justin is leaving this relationship extremely bitter. He has unfriended everybody on Instagram. Don't nobody really bunk with him. He made some hideous claims against Nate, and they're going to sit up there and say that Nate got little man syndrome. Like, Justin, we not even going to go there. Because I think we've been there all season, but we ain't going to go there. But mother, are you kidding me? You got the nerve to try to drag somebody? Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. The guys were saying that it was all right for Justin to cry, and Miguel was saying he'd cry him a whole bucket of tears. But it was a bit too much. Men should cry. And the men I have in my life do cry. But they not cry babies like Nate said he was. And I totally agree with Nate when Nate said he was a motherfucking crybaby. Because he was. He was. Period, point blank, poo. He was. Now, Lindy and Miguel, of course, they stayed together. They've been battling through everything. Mitch, they talked about, and I'm only going to go over some of this stuff because it really was not that good. But Mitch, was confronted about the shirt gate. So you all remember when all of the wives brought their husbands' shirts. And Mitch was unwilling to wear the shirt. So they were talking to Mitch about, the shirt gate. And Mitch was saying he doesn't want, he was saying he didn't want anybody to tell him what to wear, X, Y, and Z. And the host, Kevin, was like, but you did the same thing to Kristen that you didn't want Kristen to do to you. He said, well, I didn't technically buy her any clothes. Come on. It was the same thing. You didn't like how she looked. You wanted her to change her look. But she didn't buy that because she didn't like what you liked. She brought that because they were playing a little prank on the guys. Now, Miguel said that, Mitch was saying he was feeling like he was set up for something. Miguel said that he felt the same way, but he felt like Mitch took it too far. And then they were saying that they were showing that what's the child's name? Stacia was saying that Stacia was saying that she was calling him basically a bitch. And he said it hurt his feelings. And I could see how it could, because if you're not addressing anybody else outside their name, then don't address him outside their name. Kristen, to me, was phony because Kristen sat up there. When asked last on part 1 of the season finale, she was asked if Mitch had said yeah, would she have said yeah? She said no. But then she sits there and she says that the attacks that Mitch was experiencing from the other cast members, she liked it because they was talking for her. And I was like, where are these weak women coming from? When we go over Love is Blind, we're going to be discussing the same thing. These women, instead of them saying what they have to say to these men, they let the other cast members say it. No, speak up for yourself. This is your relationship. This is you married at first sight because you wanted X, Y, and Z. But then when you get into the relationship and things get hard or difficult for you to say, you have not grown up and matured to a place where you can say what it is that you need to say. Just say it. Say it. She knew that this mofo didn't like her, and Mitch said that he learned from the experience, right? He's still an asshole, but he said he learned from the experience. But I'm saying, why are you allowing, especially Maggie, Morgan, of all people, to talk for you? Why are you allowing everybody else to be your voice instead of you being your own voice? Y'all, this thing was jacked up, and it just in all kinds of ways. I just was like, I'm so glad this season over. They're saying that they have labeled this as the most exciting season. I beg to differ. I thought this was the worst cast because they had so much infighting. With Ben saying that he shouldn't have went to Justin, he shouldn't have did this, he shouldn't have did that. Justin is saying that he should not have had it on speakerphone. Alexis is saying, those my girls. I didn't mean to get in their business, but I did get in their business. Then Morgan is telling Stacia, mind your business, because Stacia was saying to Morgan, first you were saying that you wasn't interested in him and he was trying to come on to you. And then the next thing you know, you making love to him. Well, guess what, Stacey? Ain't nobody say nothing about you getting it on the first day of the honeymoon. And if the girl goes up in the room with the man and has a genuine connection with him and she want to make love to him, I agree with Lindy. Mind your business on this. You don't have to come back and confront me and say, well, you said such and such and such and such. Because look at how many things Nate said. Check your man. Who is this? Absolutely. Absolutely. He ain't gonna be man enough to do that Jones 21215. He ain't gonna be man enough to do it. You're absolutely right. This was the worst season, and this part 2 was worse too. It was just bad, 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 bad. And then we're getting ready to get knocked upside of our head with another season come January. They are pushing these things out quicker than people having babies. And this is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. This was not a good season. I'm hoping we have better cast members. I'm hoping that these people who sign up for this are people who are signing up because they really looking for love and not because they models or somebody looking to be on television. It just wasn't a good season. And we could have done without part 2. They could have wrapped all of this up in one, but they just keep dragging us and dragging us and dragging us and dragging us into this la. And then they bring the experts out and tell the experts that they did a good job, that they hooked these couples up. And I guess, it was the responsibility of the couples to stay together, knowing that they was mismatched, in my opinion. Knowing that some of these people should have never been matched to each other. I give Stacia and Nate 6 months outside of this premiere of staying together. They don't even live together. They living from house to house, pillar to post. They don't live together. Lindy and McGill, we're going to give them about another year. But outside of that, worst season ever. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. But I just was like, they totally played in our faces. And we didn't appreciate it at all. I love y'all up to pieces. Look for my Love After Lockup review tomorrow, as well as Love is Blind. If you have not been looking at this, please look at the video that I'll make sure is linked on this one. For Love is Blind, we will be doing a marathon on Love is Blind tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. Love is Blind Part 3 on Netflix. So join me, okay? We're going to be doing some different shows, y'all, because I'm telling you, these ones that we doing now, they getting old. It's anyway. I love y'all to pieces. Thank you all so much for being here. Until next season, y'all. Pieces. Deuces. Bye, y'all.